So now, so now we have created two arrays and connected with a for loop. The loop iteration is also connected. The size of the array 2 is 3, whereas the size of array is 4, and the loop iterations are set to 10. Now let's see how the size of array can control the execution of this for loop. So let me run it, and you see the output of this numeric is 2. It means the loop is running 3 times. It means the size of array 2 is basically controlling the execution of this for loop. Neither the loop iteration nor the size of array is taking into account, but the size of array 2 is basically controlling this execution of this for loop. So in this way you can control the for loop by using uh, the array wired to the tunnel of this for loop. So uh, let's see how we can basically implement if else condition in the LabVIEW. So I'll go to the file section, create a new VI. uh, Let me tile it left and right by going into the window, and then tile left and right. Okay, all good. Now what I'll do, I'll basically connect. I will first create a case structure. I will right click on the block diagram and go into the structures and then select case structure. Right, this case structure is equivalent to if else condition, if else in C++ programming. So this is a rectangular. This is my case structure terminal, right, which will select which case to execute, right. So this is good, and so let me create a while loop for this code because I want to run it indefinite times. So I will go to the structures and check while loop, and let me place this uh, case structure inside the while loop, right. So the first job is to create a stop button for my while loop. I'll go into the boolean section, silver, and then stop button. Okay, okay. Let me resize a bit, view as icon, and let me connect with this stop button. Okay, all good. Let me resize this stop button as well. You can resize it according to the need, right. Okay, all good. Now I need two numeric controls, right. I want to perform addition and subtraction depending upon a particular condition. So let me uh, take a boolean control for my case selector. uh, okay, so this will be controlling which case to execute, like in if else condition. If this condition is true, execute this, otherwise this. Same will be implementing here. So let me write true for add. So it will be when this push button is pressed, the true case will execute, and which is when it is unpressed, the false case will be executing. So let me view this icon. Okay, now I'll connect this with the case selector terminal. Okay, all good. Okay, next, what I need two numeric controls. I'll right click on the front panel, create a numeric control. Okay, let me name is A. Okay, I need another one. So numeric control, and let me name it as B. Okay, so let me drag this outside my case structure. Okay, let me reconnect this to the tunnel of the case structure. This one also. Let me resize this. You can resize this, right? Okay. Now I need addition function, so I'll write to the block diagram, go to the numeric and select add function from it. Okay, I will connect this with the A, and I will connect this with B, right? And I will connect this output with the tunnel of this case structure. Now I'll right click on this tunnel. I'll go to the create and then create indicator. So this is my output, right? This numeric is my output. Let me name it as add because it will show the addition. Now I have two cases. I have wired true, but the false is not wired. So due to this, my run button is broken. So it's showing that tunnel missing assignment to tunnel. So I haven't connected any case in the false. So I will go to the false. So you see it is not wired. So I'll go to the numeric code, take subtract function, right, and I will connect the input A, and then I'll connect the input B, all good, and I will connect its output with this. Now it will also show the subtract, so I'll name it as add or subtract, and then I'll connect the output of this subtract function with my this. So all good. So let me drag this add subtract indicator a little bit down. So that's good. Okay, let me enter here 5. Let me enter here 2. Okay, all good. Okay, so let me run this code and see how the output is coming. So it is so the button is unpressed, and you see 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. All good. If I press this button, so 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. I am getting addition, which is true. So if I press this button, my case selector will be getting true, and it will be performing addition. So if I unpress this button, my case selector will be performing the false case, which is subtraction, right? So in this way you can basically implement your if else condition in LabVIEW, which is by using case structure, and in that you need to wire the case selector terminal, right? So in the next video I'll be telling you guys how you can create a complete calculator using LabVIEW.